Hello everybody, my name is Igbarash. We're playing Gremlins 2 for the Super Nintendo.
You're such a liar. Why are you...
An entire race of strange little beings has invaded the Clan Center building. And in an even more bizarre...
And Stevezor is here. That's Stevezor.
Man, you must perpetually be pantsless because they burn off all the time.
I am. Of course, I never wear pants when I comment videos.
Whoa.
Star Trek,
Whoa.
here we are.
Serious.
This is Star Trek. It's new, I think, although Steve said maybe not. But it's just called Star Trek, see, right there on the title screen? That's all it says. See? Steve was thinking it was called Darkness or something.
Well, the new movie is Into Darkness or something.
Yeah, it's the new movie, but I have no idea, like, well, this isn't the events of the first movie, so it's not that. And I don't know if it's the second movie or not, because that's not out yet, is it? I think so.
I don't know.
I
don't think so either.
I don't think so either.
All I know is that this game, you should have picked Spock.
No, everyone's gonna pick Spock. That's what I thought. I was like, everyone's gonna pick Spock.
Their numbers are overwhelming.
Because nerds play this game and nerds like Spock, so I'm like. Plus Kirk is badass. I mean, look at him fire that gun. This is how the game starts, by the way. It's just like, okay, firefight, go. Like no explanation. It just goes.
I'm a little concerned as to like why you don't have a helmet of some kind.
Well, because maybe we're firing lasers at each other. So, but yeah. Ooh, ominous.
It's weird, like claws sticking out of the ground.
Yeah, there's no explanation, and I still don't know what this scene was. So presumably it's like some point in the future of the game, I guess. But Spock is he's kind of mad. Ooh, he furrowed his brow. Uh-oh. I love this when they walk at each other here.
Standoff.
It's a fucking standoff, dude. Come at me, bro. Star Trek. And then they're playing chess. It's like, oh, cool.
It is your move, Captain.
Oh, man. So clearly these are characters based off of the movie actors, because they look like them.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And,
absolutely.
They're playing that layered chess that's a staple of the Star Trek universe.
Your choice was valid, Captain.
I forget what it's called, though. It has a specific name, I think.
This one have I ever been
I'll have to look that up.
That is precisely why the move was predictable.
But Steve and I are pretty huge Star Trek nerds, although we have never watched the original series. Well, I haven't. Have you?
Touch.
A
Not
touch.
much.
I'm just a next-gen kid. Like the rest of our generation, I suppose.
I like Patrick Stewart. I mean, a bald man.
How can you
just,
not?
He's, yeah.
I
It
know.
just gets me.
This part's good. Kirk comes back and, I guess, cheats. I don't know. See, at that moment, I knew I was correct to choose Kirk. I was like, yep. That was a good choice. So yes, of course I'm using controller to play this, Steve. As you can tell, the tutorials are in Xbox mode. And we just saw through his fucking head into the back of his eyeballs. I don't know if you saw the camera go through his head there. But it was a little frightening.
Oh.
Did you try reversing
Yes.
phase oscillation?
Beautiful game though. I mean, like these I mean, I got the graphics on medium or something, and it still looks really
got
good.
the results of those scans. Good work, Ensign.
Oh, do you think so?
Yeah. Oh no, it looks great. I'm just trying to figure out like.
Why there's a green alien girl?
Well, I mean he's Kirk. That's why there's a green alien girl.
The radiation from those binary stars is making communications difficult, but the station appears to be in some sort of distress.
Uhura.
Check off readings.
They're operating on emergency.
I don't know if I like the new Chekhov. Do you?
cause?
Unknown.
He's alright. He hasn't won me
Yeah,
around yet.
whatever.
Immediate evacuation.
He hasn't
They're
won me
all
around.
kids. They're like little kids,
I know,
bro.
I know.
Like
It's
Red
weird.
Squad.
Red Squad. Yes. Although I do like him, Mr. Shaun of the Dead. What's his name?
And we'll get him out
I
the
don't
old-fashioned way. Prepare my
Simon
shuttle
Pegg.
and
Simon Pegg, thank you very much. I should have known that because I'm a big fan of his. Well, not as big as I thought, I guess.
This is clearly a job that Mr. Scott and a few ensigns.
Here is the part where I noticed that Spock is wearing lipstick.
The more prudent choice would be to stay on the
I mean, doesn't it kind of look?
Oh, you're right.
It looked like that to me. It seemed the red of the lips was a little disproportionate to the skin on the face. Maybe I am crazy.
Maybe you just care a little bit too much.
I love Star Trek. Well, I guess all the actors wore makeup on the set anyway, so.
Come with me.
Yes, that's true.
So it's true.
Your shuttle's ready, Captain. But do you think it's wise to go yourself?
How did Chekhov get down here? He was just on the bridge. What the
That wasn't Chekhov.
Oh, I mean Simon Pegg.
It was
whoever he is.
Scotty.
Scotty.
What do you
Sorry.
mean? They got turbo lifts, bro.
Yeah, but what? I guess so. And this is like transporter technology is like new, sort of, in this era of Star Trek universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not a big enough fan to like know the specific dates of the timeline, you know. So I don't know what year it is.
Spock gets suited up.
Well, Scott is the guy who develops the
transporter
teleportation formulas.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that was in the movie, I think, right? That's where they found him on the research station.
I think that's canonical from the first timeline because that's why Spock went to him. Or Spock
All right.
told him.
Yeah, like I said, I just know about Next Gen and DS9 and Voyager. I'm a fucking authority on Voyager.
It seems I found myself on the voyage of the damned.
Oh, shocking. You're picking up high levels of radiation from a binary star.
Imagine that.
Appears to be outfitted with solar collectors.
Solar
They are unlike any I
collectors.
have ever encountered. Mr. Sulu, do you have any
So what's going on
feelings
here
concerning the power station
is
we're
a
doing
Vulcan science team is collecting energy from a binary star. But their station is malfunctioning and they need rescue. So that's what we're doing. Stunning enemies with your phaser will allow you to take them down non-lethally? No thank you. I'm good. Let's go lethal all the way.
You think Kirk is some enlightened Federation citizen? Hell
No,
no.
hell
He's
no.
a run and gun captain of a starship.
See? That's why I picked Kirk. Now, there's going to be a lot of awesome co-op, including, Steve, are you ready for this? Co-op doors. Motherfucking co-op doors.
Goodness.
It's beautiful.
Co-op doors. The greatest invention since QuickTime events.
You need your partner to pry this door open. Yes.
Does it at least make sense in this one? Like they both
No.
have to wedge them? Like,
Um,
it's just two buttons.
yeah, well, it makes sense in the hacking part, because they're like, one person needs to hack, you know, you each need to hack part of the console, or like one person pries the door, one person hacks or something. So kind of, but it's clearly just a co-op event to, you know, enhance your,
Officer, where is the captain of this
I don't know,
station?
co-op experience, like make you do stuff together. Because I don't know about you, but 99.9% of my co-op experience in gaming is, hey dude, wait up, stop running so far ahead.
We're afraid you were going to
That's pretty much
Well, I'm
what
sorry
happens
you're
every
so
time.
slow. I'm sorry you're so slow.
Hey, I'm not, it's other people saying it to me, but yeah, when I play with you, I say it to you. But Omar always tells me to slow
Oh
down.
my
It's very
goodness.
painful.
There's that vent. There is that vent.
We've got a vent here.
I think we can access this next corridor over if we can just get into the Jeffries tube.
These are a little tall for Jeffries tubes.
right now?
The readings are off the charts. I don't think so.
Well, no, they're maintenance shafts.
That's a good point.
Aye, aye, sir.
Tap B to drop from ledges. Imagine that. Oh, there's a little, he's got a little crotch bulge in his, I didn't notice that first time around, but he's got a little package
Vulcans
there.
are a superior race.
No, I'm not talking about Spock. Well, I didn't look at Spock's crotch.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Maybe I should.
Sure you didn't, because why would you? I mean, he's just a passionless, Vulcan. Why would you look at his crotch?
It's not true. In the movie, he denies acceptance to the Science Academy because they insult him for being human, and that angers him.
I know.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a good scene. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was awesome because he's the Vulcan who was just like, fuck you, stick it to the man.
Yeah, which is good. They need some of that. So, yeah, most people, I'm assuming at this point in the game, are upset that they haven't been able to shoot anything yet. But I liked that choice here, because Star Trek is not at all about, it shouldn't be a gun game, really. Because it's about diplomacy and relationships and, all those rigmarole that goes with that.
I am in your debt.
I don't know if that's the right word. I just said it because I like that word.
Please proceed to the
I
shuttle
think
bay
it's a
for
word.
immediate evacuation.
They really did. I mean, they nailed the Vulcan dialogue.
Your point. With fewer than 10,000 Vulcans remaining.
Course,
What is
deploy.
this?
This is some kind of hacking game that I have not figured out that you have to use the right stick yet, even though it says R on the bottom.
Mr. Spock, Vulcan or not? Agreed, sir.
It's gonna take me a while to figure that one out. Yeah, we can move the
there
right
it
stick.
goes.
Yeah. Didn't realize that, and then you just gotta match.
What
the
are you trying to do? Match signals?
Yeah, it's the equivalent of
Oh,
that.
you have to. I see
Yeah,
the
you got it.
waves.
Waveforms.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, I'm gonna fail this go round, but it's the equivalent of that card game, like a memory game where you flip the cards, sort of, and you remember. You know what I'm talking about. You fail. Well, I made it 11 minutes and 38 seconds into a game without failing, so that's a new record, I think.
New record. This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. I guess that's what tricorders kind of do. They output wave functions that they read.
I didn't even think of that, but you're absolutely right, of course. Oh my god. Am I going to run out of time again? I think so. It's getting close.
You got tons of.
It's getting close.
You got
okay,
tons of
I got
time.
10 seconds, yeah. So yeah, I think they've done a good job with this game so far. I've read a lot of things that said it's buggy, really buggy, but I haven't encountered anything like that yet. But it could be the co-op element since I'm playing by myself.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see how the gameplay actually develops.
Yeah, we
don't
haven't really done
have
much.
any clue about that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it really seems like they put a lot of effort into, art design and.
Which surprised me because I didn't
Release.
hear, like, I didn't see this game promoted as much as, some others, like Tomb Raider was promoted out the asshole. But this one just kind of came out of nowhere on the horizon,
Well,
and it was released pretty
I'm
quickly.
telling you, I think this is a PC or a console game
that
that
was
came
been
out a
ported.
few years. Yeah,
Years?
that was ported.
Is it really that
Maybe
old?
a year
Okay.
at most.
Well, then I just had no
usually
clue
is.
about it, yeah.
Sir, we need
Spock, you gonna move from that, buddy? You gonna move out of the way of that laser? Oh, I guess I gotta save him. Look, he's just hanging there.
How are you? Did you
I-
disable it?
Yeah, with the tricorder, you turn the laser off.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
So there's little upgrades. This, you gotta have an RPG element, and, otherwise modern gamers wouldn't play it. I mean, it's like, where are my experience points? But anyway, you can get upgrades like tricorder range, firing rates, and like a lot of co-op things like boost your partner's shields. Which I guess they're shields. I'm pretty sure they just had to go with the hide behind a corner and regenerate functionality of health. Oh, here we go. Here we go, Steve.
Okay. All right, now this co-op door
That one
makes
made
a lot
sense.
more sense
Yeah.
than the buttons.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't sound good.
That one did.
advise stepping into that scanner.
No other way around, Spock.
Decontamination grid. Quick, do a slide underneath.
Crouch. It's the crouch tutorial. Reminds me of that scene in the Resident Evil movie where the lasers cut the dude in a million pieces. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That dude, that's like,
Oh, yeah.
that's my favorite part of the whole movie. I don't even think I finished watching the movie after that. I was just like, all right, that's good enough for me. I'm good with that.
It's a decent decision. I wouldn't really recommend any of those films.
Captain Kirk of the USS
Yeah,
Enterprise,
I've never
shuttle ready
seen
for your
any except part of
While
the
we
first one.
appreciate your assistance, our captain. and
Oh,
many
these
of our top scientists
shouldn't
are
these
trapped in
Vulcans
the
be a little
transport
panicked
room
if their
on the
station's
other
blowing up?
station.
Oh no, they're
We
just
cannot
calm because
simply
they're Vulcan.
abandon them.
Any suggestions, Mr. Spock?
If we were able to reach them, Mr. Scott may then be able to obtain a manual lock on our
Manual
positions.
lock. Scotty can
I'm
always do a
afraid that may
manual
prove
lock.
impossible. All interior passages are blocked.
But you know,
Suits hold up out there?
B'Elanna
With the
Torres
solar shield failing, direct
invented
exposure
the
would mean
skeletal
certain
lock.
Well, I hate certain death. Spock, let's try to avoid direct exposure.
You lock onto the bone marrow in a human skeleton
But again,
and go. And
Yeah, we get it. Certain death. Any other words of advice?
Amazing. B'Elanna
try to
Torres.
live long and
Yeah.
prosper.